Hey everybody, it's Rory from ANSgear, and we've got one of the first of the new Carbon products up on the table today. This is the Carbon Zero goggle. This is the Pro model, and we've got all the colors up on the table right here. On the Pro model Zero goggle, there are two different versions. There is a more coverage version, and there is a less coverage version. So if you want something that comes down a little bit further on the chin, and around the cheek line here, go with the more coverage version. If you don't really care about that and you're looking for the lightest streamline goggle that they have, then go with the less coverage version. So we'll look at both of them right here, and you can, choose for yourself. So what I'm going to do is move most of these cases out of the way. These have all the colors in them that we're going to look at. Let's see. This one is... We're going to move this over here. This is moss, so that's red, that's blood. This is the clear and the clear. So we're going to look at both of the clear versions, and you can see the difference between the two when it comes to how they look. First thing, let's go over the case, though, real fast. So the case here has a real nice protective case for a goggle. Big. I like that. It doesn't feel like it's like squashing the goggle or anything inside of there. You do have a outside pocket right here, which is going to give you a lens cloth right there, some extra hardware that you might need or replace, or you pull all this stuff out of here. You can use this as a place for a lens or something in there. So you can put extra whatever inside there. It is padded on the top here, and it is vented, so it'll help your goggle breathe. So if you're getting it sweaty or whatever, and then you throw it into a bag, it just sits there and it gets all mildewy and gross. At least this will allow some air to transfer in and out of the case here and let your goggle breathe a little bit. Excuse me. But you can use this little pocket here for whatever you want. Like I said, extra lens, a towel, whatever you want to put inside there. All right, so let's give that a little zip. We'll open up the actual case here. Nice straps you can grab onto, carbon straps right there. This folds open. You get that all the way down, and then your goggle is going to come out. So here is I'm going to call this the less coverage version. Inside of there, you are going to get an extra lens. Now, the extra lens that comes with this goggle will always be the clear lens. If you pick up one of these carbon goggles, you'll be able to choose the lens that you want in the goggle itself, and then the extra lens will always be a clear one. If you choose a clear lens, you can get a clear lens in the goggle and an extra clear lens, or however you want to do it. You want to get this mirrored red one, you can do that, and then you get a clear extra lens. So the secondary lens or the extra lens is going to be clear. That's what's going to be in the bag inside of your case. I'm going to just move this over here. Actually, I'm going to take this one out because I'm going to show you how to replace this lens in a minute. So as well, just pop that one out of there. All right. So let's look inside here. In the case, we've got this side right here. This is where our extra little pocket was right here. Down inside, you've got a nice padded case right there. It is sort of structurally rigid. It has some rigidity to it, but it is not solid. You can move it around and everything like that. Underneath here is your visor, as well as the replacement foam for the visor setup right here. So this is not a foam replacement or a standalone foam piece. This is the piece that you need to put in if you want to use the visor. Now, you could put this piece in and not use the visor also. What this is going to do is going to replace this rubber section that you see that is orange on this one and make it so that if it's raining or potentially going to be raining, you can cover up these slots and keep the rain from getting down on the inside of your goggle. Once you mount that up on there, then you can also then do the visor if you want. And we'll talk about this more in a minute. But we just want to get that out of the way there. So this is our less coverage version. If I open this one up right here, this will get to our more coverage version right here. Now, as far as going around, I just want to give everybody a look at it right there. You can see that this part right here on the bottom of the visor is longer than this part right here. This one has a little bit more of a detail on it and gives you about this much extra length on the bottom of the goggle. If we come around the side, we can see that if I line these two pieces up next to each other, everything is just a little bit longer around the bottom. If I line those two screws up, you can see that right there. So this runs probably at least another ½ inch or so down all the way around right there. So it's going to give you a little bit of extra protection. If that's not something that you're interested in or you feel that you need, well, then go with the shorter one. It's up to you however you want to do it. So if I look at the back side, this part back here where it says carbon along here, that seems to be the same size on both of them. One is not longer than the other right there or bigger than the other. It's really just this part up here where this is riveted on. This part is bigger on this one right here. But the back earpiece back here, same size on both of those. And that's it. When we're talking about the coverage, that's the difference right there. We've got our more coverage and then our less coverage right here. All right. Going around the goggles. So we've got our lens. We've talked about fully flexible. I mean, these are really flexible goggles right here. So if you're looking for a goggle that's got a lot of flex to it, this is an awesome goggle for you. The strap on the bottom has that magnetic strap setup. So it doesn't have a button or a clasp or a snap or anything like that. You just slide it apart. And then when you put it back together, it snaps back together. So you don't have to line it up perfect. You just kind of get it in the general area and it's going to lock back together. Super, super awesome on the strap. The back strap around the back of the head has a nice thick silicone pad to the back of it right there. So it's going to stay nice and secure on the back of your head. Carbon along the outside right here, Zero Goggle Pro Series. And even this has like some grip to it as well. Even though that's not going to be on your head, it's going to be facing away from your head. It still is really sticky and tacky on the backside right there. The foam on the inside, really nice soft foam on both the top and the bridge section right there. So again, super, super comfortable, easy to just put it on and then forget about it being on. That's really the big part of a goggle, is being able to put it on and then just wear it all day long and not feel like, oh God, I'm wearing a goggle. You're going to wear it for 6 hours, 8 hours, maybe during the day. You want to feel comfortable inside of it. And there's a good foam inside there. Going to stay nice and comfortable. I think we covered everything around there. The ears are flexible. The bottom's flexible. Everything's flexible on that. Lens changing. Lenses are super easy to swap out on these. So if we look to the inside here, you can see that there's this, on this one, it's orange. It's kind of like a hinge. If we grab this hinge and we fold it, see if I can do this and so you guys can see it. If we just fold it, it's on a hinge like there. I can just fold it back and forth like that. We're going to fold it till it's kind of perpendicular or fold it away. And then we just rotate it. Rotate it down and take it out. Now inside here is a little magnet, and there's a magnet on the inside down here. And that helps, you know, when you go to put it back together, keep it in the right spot. And then you just put it back in. So we fold it, rotate, take it out. When we go to put it in, we put it in, rotate, and then fold it back. So we're going to take the lens out. We're going to rotate 90 degrees, pull that out, do the same thing to the other side, fold it in, rotate, and take it out. And once those two things are out, those two little retainers right there, then from the inside, I'm going to grab or put my thumbs on the lens, which sticks out through here and right here. And then I can just push the lens forward. And I can grab it once I've pushed it, and I can take it right out. Then I can grab my other lens, feed my edges in, bring those in. Obviously, I'm going to take some sort of microfiber, push it on there, try to keep as many fingerprints off of it as possible. Push it in, make sure that all of my edges have gone into the right spots. There's little grooves and little notches that the lens will want to fit into. Like you've got this notch here and here, here, this little lip right here. You want to make sure that those fit into their spots so that the lens isn't sloppy and doesn't move around. Once we've got those in, I always use a microfiber like this to kind of put some pressure on the lens so I can keep it from wanting to pop out. I can grab my my little pivot here, retainer, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to put it in, rotate, and fold it down. Put it in, rotate, fold it down. And that's it. We've locked our lens into place now, and that's in the right spot. It's easy peasy, easy to get it in there. Probably one of the easiest lens swaps that I've encountered so far. There we go. Switch to a clear lens. Now, when wanting to remove this piece right here so that we can put our visor on, the easiest way to do that is to have the lens out. So we want to remove the lens and do that. I'm going to show you the visor real quick though before I put it in there. So the visor with the foam on it, or not visor, the insert with the foam, we can use that without the visor. The visor itself, these 4 little tabs right here, drop into these 4 little holes, and they're held in with a magnet. So when I just drop those in, they hold on to it right there. And I can pop those out and take them off if I need to. Now this also has a little tab that can pop up right here. And I'm pretty sure that this will accommodate a fan that they make. And that's where the fan would sit inside there. So I was looking through the manual, and that's what said, you know, you can use this with the fan or without the fan. So that is either a piece that's available or will be eventually available, hopefully. So I'm going to just put this back on real quick because we're going to install this onto here. All right. So let's get this in first. So what I want to do first off is I want to take the lens out. So I'm going to pull these back out again. Push my lens out. This allows us to kind of get into here without having to fight against the lens or try to do it with our fingers up around there. Once we've got the lens out from the inside, I'm going to push up on this section around here. And it's going to kind of snap out like that, like that. Push that out. Once we've got that out, I can then kind of grab it and pull it back like that. Now on this piece, we've got these 2 ear like hooks. We're going to do those first when we go to put it back in. Then we've got these 2 hooks on the front, which are going to go through these little holes right here. So we're going to do that second. And then we're going to kind of snap in everything from the top. So let's do that with this one. I'm going to do my hooks first. So I'm going to hook this one around here. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to hook this one around. Then I'm going to fold this back. So it's kind of hard to see because they're both black right there. I'm going to push those 2 little hooks. That's these 2 on the front right here. I'm going to push them back and then notch them through right there. And then I'm going to go around. I'm going to push all of these into place around here. Now I've got that installed along the top. I can take my lens, can line that up, put this back in. Whoop. There we go. I'm going to lock it down. There and there. And then, if I wanted to, I could just play like that. I've got the rain guard on there. So So less rain is potentially going to get through there because I've eliminated the venting on the top. But then if I wanted a visor also, just drop that right on there. I got my visor installed. Just like that. It's a pretty awesome goggle. Now you guys should definitely check this one out. There's a ton of lens options available. We'll show you all those lens colors in a different video. But here is the brand new Carbon Pro Zero goggle. Two versions like we talked about, the less coverage version and the more coverage version. They all come with all the stuff you've seen here. So they all come with the extra foam piece with the rain setup and the visor. You can get replacement lenses. You can get replacement foam. You can get replacement chin straps, goggle straps, everything. There's all sorts of parts for it. So definitely check this one out. This is the, oh, I didn't show you all the colors. Haven't even got that far. Let's do that too. So there's the clear. Knew I was missing something right there. So then we've got this one, which is black right there. They call this one smoke. Then we've got next up over here. So we've had clear and smoke. And we've got this one, which is super pretty right here. And get this out with all the stuff popping out of here. This one is, I'm going to go with blue on this one. Navy. That one's called Navy. This one is moss. And I'm pretty sure this is the green one. Or like kind of the olive one. So we've got clear, smoke, navy, moss, and then there's just one more, and it is blood. And blood, as we can all tell, is probably going to be the red one. All right, and then blood. Let's sit over here, goggle case. There we have it. See if I can line all these up so you can see them all in there. Clear. We got two clears. So moss, blood, smoke, navy, and clear. Those are the 5 colors that are available right now. Awesome goggle, guys. Definitely check it out. The brand new Carbon Pro Zero goggle in more coverage or less coverage. It's available through the website. Order yours now through ANSgear.com.